Feed formulation. Yes. Somebody was asking me between fish farming and poultry farming, which one is more lucrative? I told him that all of fish farming and poultry farming are all sciences. So, and every science have procedure. Every science has procedure. If you follow the procedure and the methods, you must arrive at the desired result. So it is only when you deviate from the stipulated standard, that is when you start having errors. And you say it is not lucrative or it is this and that. So feed formulation is very, very important because it is here you will be able to know the nutrient requirement of the animal you want to feed. And you'll be able to know the nutrient content of all the feed ingredients within your area. And you'll be able to know the mathematical approach required for the ration balancing. So what is feed formulation? Feed formulation is the application of mathematical formula using two or more feed ingredients to meet the nutrient requirements of the animals in the stock. Yes. Of course, a lot of people will come online and tell you to mix 10 kg of maize, mix 5 kg of groundnut cake, mix 5 kg of wheat offer, mix 5 kg of this, mix this and that. The question you should ask them after watching is, how do you arrive at those quantities you are mentioning? That is number one question you should ask them. Each time you see somebody coming online to teach you feed formulation with already measured feed ingredients, ask him, how do you arrive at that quantity? Where is your dietary chart? And what are the calculated nutritional values of your feed after this combination? Once you ask that person such questions, the person will bow and leave. Why? Because they don't know it. So this is a science. You cannot manipulate it. If you don't know it, you don't know it. It is not by smartness. Never. So feed formulation, I said, is the application of mathematical formula using two or more feed ingredients to meet the nutrient requirements of the animals in the stock. Before you formulate feed, what do you need to know? Number one is that you must know. Yes. Number two is that you must know the nutrient content of the feed ingredients you want to use. Yes. Number three is that you must know the mathematical formula to apply. Yes. Once you get to know this, then the next thing you must know is, what are the feed ingredients available within your area of coverage? A lot of people will just go to the book and copy one dietary chart. They will just list them. But when you get to market, it is now the market that will tell you the feed ingredients that is available within your area. So before you formulate feed, you must be able to know the available feed ingredients within your areas. Do you understand? So when you are able to confirm the feed ingredients within your area, that is when you come for feed formulation. So now, the essence of knowing the nutrient content of all the feed ingredients and the nutrient requirement of the animal is so that you will not be limited to a particular feed ingredient. You will not be limited to a particular dietary chart. That is to say, when somebody gives you a dietary chart of maize, maybe groundnut cake, maybe wheat offer, maybe bone meal, and others. So if you now formulate the feed, after attaching percentage and running your calculation, if you formulate the feed, Eventually, next time you want to formulate and you go to market and discover that there's no groundnut cake, how do you replace it with another one? So if you don't know the nutrient contents, you can never replace any missing ingredient in your dietary chart. That is why it is very, very important. So for you to formulate feed, you must know the nutrient content of all the feed ingredients available within your area, even beyond, so that if you go there, if you go to another zone, you can be able to formulate. Not when you are asked to formulate feed, you begin to look for paper to find the values or the nutritional values in those feed ingredients. You should know the most importantly, the energy value, the protein value. Other one